Segment 1, Introduction. In the shadows of Vatican walls and behind ancient palaces in Rome, there lies a hidden power, one that doesn't make headlines but has shaped empires for centuries. This is the story of the Borghese and Torlonia families, papal aristocrats, secret bankers, and the alleged financial puppeteers behind both organized crime and the Catholic Church. Their legacy is one of inherited wealth, Mafia ties, Vatican secrecy, and covert influence across global finance. Welcome to Mind Over Empires. Segment 2, Who are the Borghese? The Borghese are no ordinary noble house. Originating from Siena in the 13th century, they rose to absolute prominence when Camillo Borghese became Pope Paul V in 1605. Under his rule, the family gained massive landholdings, political leverage, and papal protection. They were granted the title Princes of Sulmona and became key players in Vatican politics and finance. Today, dozens of Borghese descendants still hold titles and influence across Europe. But power didn't stop at the church. It evolved. Segment 3, The Rise of the Torlonia Family. The Torlonia family started as bankers, not warriors or nobles, but through shrewd financial manipulation, they became the Vatican's personal bankers in the 18th century. Their fortune came from debt collection, real estate, and managing papal funds. They were granted princely titles, including Prince of Fucino and Duke of Bracciano. Eventually, the two families merged when Anna Maria Torlonia married Giulio Borghese in 1872, forming a single banking dynasty tied to both blood and papal gold. Segment 4, Black Nobility and Vatican Banking. The Borghese-Torlonia line is part of the so-called Black Nobility, aristocratic families who aligned with the Vatican after the fall of the Papal States. These families preserved old money through land, titles, and tight control of Catholic institutions. According to some researchers, the Torlonia family still acts as the de facto treasurers of the Vatican, managing its offshore accounts and possibly even laundering funds for covert operations. They are linked to discreet Swiss banking, shadow trusts, and international money pipelines. Segment 5, The Seven-Pointed Star Neptune Symbolism. Hidden in plain sight is the Torlonia coat of arms, featuring the seven-pointed star. This is no coincidence. The star is an ancient symbol of Neptune, the Roman god of the sea and the seventh planet. Meanwhile, the Borghese hold the title Princes of Neptune, named after a town in Italy. Coincidence? Perhaps not. Symbolism has always played a role in the secret societies. Neptune represents hidden forces, power from beneath, and deep currents unseen by the public. Segment 6, Mafia ties and organized crime. The blog suggests that the Borghese-Torlonia alliance is directly linked to organized crime. From the Camorra in Naples to the Chicago outfit, the connections point to a financial syndicate that launders money, protects assets, and controls black market flows. Names like Johnny Torrio, Lucky Luciano, and Meyer Lansky emerge in the mix. Torrio, an Italian-born mobster, mentored Al Capone and helped build the National Crime Syndicate, a prototype for global criminal collaboration. Was he acting independently, or was he a pawn in a larger financial web? Segment 7, Banking Cartel Allegations. Sources claim that the Torlonia family maintained control of hidden offshore banking systems, possibly including Swiss vaults, private Vatican accounts, and links to the Bank for International Settlements, BIS. These institutions operate in silence, with zero transparency. If true, this would allow the family to move billions outside public knowledge. Add to that their ties to old aristocracy, and you begin to see how a private cartel could function above the law, immune to democratic oversight. Segment 8, Final Thoughts and Questions. Is this a paranoid conspiracy or an overlooked truth? The Borghese-Torlonia dynasty operates in near-total secrecy, yet the signs are there, in history, in banking, in organized crime, and in symbolism. The Vatican is more than a religious body. It's a political and financial empire, and these families may sit at its core. In the end, the question isn't whether the Borghese and Torlonia hold power. The question is, how much of the world have they already bought? Segment 9, Final Thoughts. This isn't just about old money or fancy titles. It's about systems of control, how ancient bloodlines maintain global influence through secrecy, marriage, banking, and symbolic authority. The Borghese-Torlonia alliance is a prime example of aristocracy adapting to modern power structures. Are they merely historical figures, or are they still managing invisible levers of finance and authority in the modern world?